Unfreaking believable.
What is going on, YouTube? This is Jim back with another video. Finally ordered the piece I need to fix my computer's impedance issue. I should have that tomorrow. So one more cell phone video today for you guys. We are taking a look at none other than Soul Calibur 6, the Collector's Edition. Now, I'm a pretty big Soul Calibur fan. It's been a while since we've seen a Soul Calibur proper. I saw the collector edition pop up at E3. I did a video on that. There's a link that'll probably pop up if you want to go back and see my first look at that. But a lot of times I'm always kind of surprised as to what the collector editions include versus what they include. How they make you feel, rather, when you actually have them in the flesh than when you're just looking at them. So I thought we'd go ahead and take a look at this together. I don't remember what's in this collector edition, which makes these videos particularly fun. Normally, Rachel's giving me a hand, but she's downstairs taking a nap right now, so I am on my own. First and foremost, we are looking at the steelbook. Now, this is a steelbook of the game that actually has a button on it. I accidentally just pressed it. I don't know if you heard that. Inside the steelbook is a nice piece of art here with a speaker. And over here is the complete soundtrack on a physical piece of media. For a guy who's got a truck that was built in 2008, let me tell you, this is awesome. And then here, obviously, if you want to put the actual game in here, the cover art on the box is nothing short of epic. Everything about Soul Calibur is tons of fun. Notice here there is a button, and when I press the button, what do we hear?
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
We'll do one more.
Soul Calibur 6. Transcending history and the world. A tale of souls and swords, eternally retold.
I've never seen a steelbook with a built-in speaker or a button. This is really gimmicky. It's kind of neat. Going to be difficult to put on my shelf without pressing anything against it and setting this thing off incessantly. You also get a copy of the game. You're probably wondering, where is the game? Now, I like when games release the steelbook and the regular edition next to it. That way you can kind of pick and choose which one you want to display. Why you wouldn't want to display the steelbook is absolutely beyond me, but I thought we'd go ahead and open this up. I don't know if there's any DLC or anything inside here. I remember a couple of these collector editions, there's always concerns over what you're getting in the box, so to speak. Does it come with any kind of exclusives or season passes or whatever? And I will look at it now and I will tell you there is nothing in here but the actual game. So it may be somewhere else, but it's just a standard game. So you have that case with it as well. Oh, I just hit the button again. We also have an art book, The Art of Soul Calibur 6. I used to be really hot on art books. Over the years, I don't know if you can tell, my camera might be up too high. I have a slew of art books down here that I don't really go through anymore. But I like them, I guess, I don't know. If I had a different layout in a house, I could see these being more coffee table books. But for me, it's just kind of like I hoard them and they sit here. So what you have is basically, let's see how many pages is it. It looks like it's a little over 100 pages, 120 pages or so. It's bound, it's nice, it's a nice cover on it. Basically, it is there is a bio of each character on here. So you get a picture of the character with their bio. This one happens to be Yoshimitsu. Talks about his name, his race, his birthplace, what weapons he uses, his relationships, a little brief bio on him, and then various art on them. Not a whole lot, just actually one page before we jump to the next person. So you have all the different characters, you have the different levels in here, the design behind, you know, the stages in which they fight. It's kind of neat. I mean, I think as a casual fan of Soul Calibur, I'll definitely skim through this. I know a lot of times that stupid button keeps going up every time. I got a table here in front of me, and every time I set something down, that stupid steelbook goes off. That's really funny. And then lastly is the statue. We'll go ahead and take a look at that together. Anything else in the box here? I don't think so. So I think that answers the question on any sort of season pass, unless it's hard-coded into the disc. I don't think it is. Inside here must be another, the statue. Let's take a look at Sophatia with a sword that you can put in her hand here. Let's see if I could prop it in without breaking her arm off. Tight grip, kid. Jeez. Is it going this way, maybe? Well, she's not going to drop the sword once she can get it in. My goodness. Big hard piece of plastic. There we go. No, so... What the heck? Create your own collector edition. Wow. This is a really tight piece of plastic. There we go. All right, we got it. It's done. Okay, let's take a look at Sophia together. I always comment on this on the base. There's no mention of the name of the game. There's no mention of the character or anything. I like that. I think the figures should stand on their own. The plastic detail looks pretty good. It definitely feels more hollow than other ones. I'm not being a perv and looking up her skirt. I'm looking at the paint on her legs. And let's see her hair. Okay. I think it actually looks pretty nice. I'm going to take some still photos as usual and overlay it so I can talk you through some of the stuff that I'm seeing in a little closer detail. I like the attention to detail on her sword. It's got all the nice like runic markings down the center of the sword. That's pretty nice. She's got the traditional goddess kind of leaves in her hair, the oil, not oil leaves. Why am I drawing a blank on this? You know what I'm talking about, the leaves, the fancy looking leaves that you see in a lot of like mythology. You see those in her hair. Nice long the ponytail with the ribbons, nice. A lot of attention to detail on the backside of her shield, her armor. Of course, they had to give her monstrous boobs because, you know, that's how this game is. Nice attention to detail on the lace on her feet. You know, there's like lacing up. You can see where her boots actually ribbon up, and the armor around her legs. This is actually a very, very well put together statue. I can't see any places where there's weird color paint. It's definitely looks like one piece with some other pieces maybe glued on, and that's probably what helps with the attention to detail. A lot of times on these collector editions, you get a statue where it's just one solid piece and they try to paint different details, as where I feel this is more assembled. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm not saying you could take it apart, but I feel like when it was kind of painted, it was put together. There's definitely more layers on her leg armor, and you can kind of almost see almost down her leg boots, kind of where her foot would be. I really like the statue. I didn't think I was going to be a big fan of this. It's a really nice pose. I have to say this is a pretty good collector edition. Again, I'm going to go over everything you get. I kind of jumped the gun on it, but I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. You get the, one more time, you get the steelbook that doesn't stop talking with the button on it. You get the game, you get the art book, and you get the statue. And the game also comes with a physical soundtrack, not a digital one, a physical one. Don't remember what I paid for this. It's a keeper. If you're a fan of Soul Calibur, that statue is awesome. I'm not even a big fan of Sophia. I'm a Nightmare guy. But you know what? If you are a fan of Soul Calibur, I know this did not sell out. Highly recommend you consider getting it. Alone for the statue quality, it's a really, really good statue. I've seen some other statues that I have in the past where they just don't look quite right. They don't have a nice feel or texture to them. This one clearly was done meticulously. It's definitely more on a premium level, I would say, although it does have a little kind of a hollow feel to it. It's not any heft, but it doesn't take away from putting it on a shelf and admiring all the detail. No blemishes in the paint, none of that stuff. So that part is the keeper. So I give this a, on the universal scale of yay or no way, I'm going to give this a yay. I'm kind of glad I did get this. I can't remember getting it. I thought I canceled it actually. My wife came home and said, hey, look what we got. Now we have it. We're going to go enjoy the game on PlayStation 4. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you found it informative. If you like what you see, consider commenting, rating, and subscribing. But if not, that's okay too. Hopefully I'll get my my computer squared away. Tomorrow night we'll have a little bit better sound on the next video, but it works, right? Can't complain. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.